As for today, Cyberpunk 2077 is at least highly controversial. It has amazingly well-built cyberpunk world no other game has, deep storyline and crazily fun gameplay, but at the same time it feels like an early beta of the game, unfinished in many aspects, with many promised features cut, and with just huge wagon of bugs. I have a huge share of my own rant about it in a complex review video which you can watch here if you wanna, but today here are just 10 things in this game that make absolutely no sense. Things which can be or not be a bugs directly, maybe an oversight or just a game mechanic that should be obviously improved. During side quests or just thanks to intelligence attribute checks, you can gain access to additional dialogue lines with some netrunner NPCs. And these lines, same as this NPC replies, clearly point on that you can receive something interesting, special for them, netrunning wise. But on practice, these NPCs do not give anything special, even tiny bit, just the same uncommon hacks to buy, which is plainly pointless for a character who is already investing into netrunning, as in such case you can easily craft not just all of them, but a much better versions yourself. You know, there is no need to invent some crazy stuff, just a chance to get even the regular quick hack, but let's say with some additional special effect on it, or an interesting info shard with some unknown before netrunning lore. Yet all you can have are the same low-grade quick hacks to buy, and that's it. A police from a warp itself. Probably there is no person in internet who didn't see or at least hear about infamous police spawn behind you bug. Man, damn, 2077 technologies are next gen, so police officers just warp from behind 2 seconds after you break a law, anywhere, even if you are on a skyscraper rooftop. And that's even more ridiculous as it was already found that a proper police chase AI exists in the game, so hopefully it will be fixed ASAP. Enemy netrunners are worthless. Of course, they should not be same crazily effective as the player with top-tier netrunning skills and implants, but they are just on the opposite of that. Even on very hard difficulty, enemy netrunners only do two things. Overheat quick hack, it is the weak lingering fire damage, that's like 90% of cases, and very rarely revealing your position to their allies, that's like 10% of cases. Literally nothing else at all. Glitch your optics or jam your weapon, how it was showed in trailers by the way, at least any other damaging quick hacks other than overheat. Man, your character can use like 8 of them at least. Moreover, as per Cyberpunk lore, the skilled netrunners are the most dangerous enemies compared to even a highly weaponized mercs, but in Cyberpunk 2077, netrunners are literally the weakest and most worthless enemies in the game. The street cred, or basically your reputation as a mercenary in a night city, grows so fast it is not even funny. This mechanics is meant to be one of the pillars of your feeling of progression and accomplishment in the game, something which should be really hard to achieve to the very top. But on practice, you can reach max level of street cred in just a few hours without finishing even 25% of the game, just clearing 1 out of 7 zones available in the game. Surely it should not be too hard as well, but with how its current speed of progression is, it grows up so fast that the game leaves you with a question in terms of reputation progression. What that the rest of the game for? How the hell I became a night city legend if 6 out of 7 city districts do not even know my name? And that's something to be rebalanced for sure. You cannot hack the police officers or the corporate soldiers at all. You can hack a last boss of the game who, as per lore, say to have the better implants and protection than any of them, literally having over 95% of his body chipped with the next level implants, most of which are not even available on the market. But you cannot hack some average NCPD officer. That is absolutely ridiculous and looks like a totally artificial limitation towards you in combat with these NPCs and nothing else. You cannot tune up and upgrade your cars, bikes, and neither you can change your character look, even a haircut. In a game which actually greatly succeeds in representing cyberpunk style, and which strictly follows the style over substance principle of its lore, being not able to even get a new haircut or paint your car looks totally out of place, and well, let's hope post-release game support will compensate for that. Fall damage glitches. Fall damage glitches which can kill you when you're not even actually falling. Run over a concrete block 2 feet height, flatlined. Jump over a bike, flatlined. Jumped from a balcony ledge on the ledge just a meter below. Guess what? Yep, to be objective, this happens not that often, but also not that rarely enough to not make you triggered. Especially if you was running through the city for the last like 5 or 10 minutes and did not save. The Schrödinger armor mods. Nobody, I guess developers themselves, actually know how they works, and aside from that, they have nothing in common with balance, and sometimes, well, they just don't work. Let's take a Deadeye mod. 15% crit chance and 30% crit damage, with a set of even epic, not the legendary items because they have even more mod slots. You can have up to 12 armor slots. If to assume these mods stack, assume because character interface still doesn't properly show your stats, so all you have to do is to play a guess game. You need only 7 out of these 12 mod slots to basically reach 100% crit chance and the triple crit damage only from mods. The whole character build becomes questionable at this point. Why to invest into reflexes, cool and the other perks inside if you can just replace that with a few mods? But if to assume they do not stack, we have yet other problem. You simply will barely have enough different armor mods to fill all your slots. Crit bonus, armor, speed, immunity to some negative effects, couple of others, and that's it. No matter what, armor modding system is highly confusing, disbalanced and just weird. The enemies can react on a pistol shot like 300 feet far, but they do not react on your footsteps when you're literally sprinting towards them from the back. Stealth mechanic just screams for a bit of a balance tweaks. A legendary ping madness. The ping quick hack highlights enemies in a party so you can know their exact positions through walls and obstacles. A really useful tactical hack until you make a legendary version of it, which allows you to not just see enemies, but hack them through walls too. For this purpose, it also highlights each and every device in the area. And guess what this can turn into? Sure, it is clear why this feature works exactly in this way. You may find a use for devices too, but there simply must be an option to exclude devices from the ping highlight when it is not needed and you, let's say, just need human enemies to be highlighted, because in some areas, for duck's sake, it can lead to an epileptic shock. To be honest, this issue on practice just once again leads to an utterly unfinished and just dysfunctional Cyberpunk 2077 interface and the hotkey system. And same as with other issues like this, we can only hope this will be fixed soon. I know, it was about 10 things that explode my backyard, but I just cannot restrain myself and add in 2 more as a bonus. It is a year 2021 and in a game released just a few weeks ago, you cannot untrack your quest. Let's say I just want to explore game for a while, parkour here and there, enjoying the views, or maybe record a short video clip showing the same to my friend. Nah, chum, the pulsating quest marker will be together with you as a herpes. Food and drinks, the cursed inventory tab I'm scared to open. Seriously, there are at least 3 dozens different food and drinks types in the game. Exactly food and drinks I mean, not the strong buffing up sport nutrition, those are fine. But each and every of them have the same effect. Consumables cluster duck your inventory as a swarm of locusts, but as they all are literally same, why not just at least being able to group them in a single slot? A mystery to yet be uncovered. That's all for now, Chumbas. That was your main Sinitar, and I hope you enjoyed this little video. If so, drop a comment under it or add your own 2 cents about which bugs or unfinished mechanics in the game annoys you the most. Make sure to enable channel notifications and join our Discord to always stay in touch. If you want to support me directly, the links to my personal video game store and the Patreon page are down below in video description. Stay tuned, stay healthy and stay happy. Scimitar Gaming here, signing out.